Anyone can make it in life as long as they are surrounded with the right people, putting down the effort, being consistent, praying, believing. If you have all of this package, it doesn't matter where you are from, what you do, what's your religion, what's your nationality, all of this is useless. In a city like this, you're surrounded by business-minded people. Everyone here is here to make money. Let's be very honest. We are in 2024. Does it feel like Dubai is in 2050 and everyone is 30 years behind?
Hello and welcome to another episode of Price to Sell. Again, I'm here in Dubai and today I have one of the big names in Dubai's real estate, Anthony Joseph Abu Jaudi.
Your success is by the impact you left on people. Did I make you smile? Did I make him laugh? What you make people feel? This is your success. This is your bank account.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Price to Sell. We are literally international because again, I'm here in Dubai and today I have one of the big names in Dubai's real estate and a lot of other fields. And he dared me to say his full name, Anthony Joseph Abu Jaudi.
Perfect.
Right?
You said it perfectly.
So, Anthony, I want to make it interesting. First, welcome. Thank you so much for being here.
On your show. It's such a pleasure.
I know that a lot of our Canadian and American audience really want to see how people are and how they're living in Dubai. So this is a perfect epitome of how you can be successful in Dubai. But before I introduce you, let's say I'm someone in America that I don't know, AJ. And I ask someone that's been following you for a while, knows you fully. I'm like, so who's this Anthony Take Charge guy? What do you expect them to say?
I mean, like, I've heard it from people that they heard about me from different people. Okay.
What do you want them to say?
Or
Or what do they say?
just like an example that anyone can make it in life as long as they are surrounded with the right people, the right mindset, putting down the effort, being consistent, praying, believing, being part of a community. You know, like if you have all of this package, it doesn't matter where you are from, what you do, what's your religion, what's your nationality, all of this is useless. And in a city like Dubai, it's not like you have the option to be a bummer. It's so expensive. You need to work every day to make a lot of money. So in a city like this, you're surrounded by business-minded people. Everyone here is here to make money. Okay, of course, they enjoy the super luxury lives in Dubai, the beaches, the cars, everything we have. But mainly everyone in Dubai, they left their parents, their friends, their country. They came here to make money.
For a reason, yes.
Yes. So the way I see it is like you sacrifice that time with the family or whatever means a lot to you. You're trading it with cash. So this is why I see it like being in a perfect place, Dubai, that it will really give you if you put down the effort.
That really resonates with me because I left my family and my car and my home.
And your memories.
And I'm my
everything.
friends.
Yep.
Everybody
and this
knows
is what I've
me.
done 10 years ago. And when I came in here, I was super heartbroken. I'm like, I don't have memory. I don't have anything in here. It's, wow, what is city? It's big, it's huge. I don't know anyone. So it was like kind of this excitement mixed with fear, mixed with like,
What am I doing?
yeah, like I started doubting my existence in life.
Yeah.
Why, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, when you come in here, it's a very weird system that the city is built on. If you pass 6 months in Dubai, you will never
You're
leave
good.
Dubai.
Yeah.
Or at least you can have another country, but Dubai will always be the main. You know, but the first 6 months, yeah, they're kind of weird how the system works. It's a multinational city. We have over 200 nationalities.
Yeah.
I didn't even know before coming here that there is 200 countries. You know what I mean? So when I came in here, I'm like, oh, wow, everything is in here. So
Yeah. This is amazing for people.
come to Dubai for a visit, for a week, and it will speak to itself.
Yeah. This is amazing for people that haven't been here and for people that are new and they're feeling that and they're not sure that this is normal for
Yeah.
everyone.
Yeah.
First 2 months for me, I booked my ticket to Canada to come back, but then you have 24 hours to cancel it, so we canceled it.
Isn't that? And now it's like the golden era. And when I came in 2014, it was literally I don't want to say a deserted place, but the market didn't have this much movement. It was kind of slow.
14 years ago.
10 years
10
ago. So I came in on October 23rd, 2014.
Okay.
Yeah, soon it's going to be 10 years. So, yeah, everything was different. The market was really suffering. It was bleeding. People didn't have money. Most people got really destroyed in the world crash that happened in 2008. Then we had the Arabic Spring happening in 2012 that started from Tunisia. So all of that region wasn't doing amazing. It was okay, right?
Yeah.
And I could have left any year.
So where did you stay if it was not amazing?
I'll tell you something. When I came in here, I didn't have a plan to work, nothing. I came here for a visit for 1 week. I had a carry-on,
No way.
$1,200, which I spent in 3 days. So I wasn't planning to come here to live in here. When I landed, I fell in love with it. And something told me, stick around. There's something about it.
And make 5.5 billion dirhams.
I didn't make. I sold
5.5 billion dirhams in 6 years.
In 7 years.
In 7 years.
Yeah, I started my sales end of 17, correct. End of 17, I started sales.
Yeah.
Before that, I was just doing leasing.
Okay.
Rentals.
Okay. So it's been how many years that you're in real estate now?
10.
10.
10.
And you started in Dubai.
Yeah.
Okay.
I had a bit of experience in Lebanon, not gonna lie to you. I worked in it for like a year.
Okay.
And it was doing great until the Syrian war started, and where we had that mega migration of Syrians coming to Lebanon. And those landlords, they were like, oh, an opportunity. Let me shoot my rental 6-7 times. You know what I mean? And that's what destroyed the market in Lebanon.
Yeah.
And the real estate. But anyway, it doesn't matter where did you learn the real estate, whether it's in the States, Canada, Lebanon, or Europe. Doesn't matter what you know. When you come in here, Dubai is a school by itself.
Yeah. You think so?
Yeah, I know so. It's a different school. You need to learn how to do real estate in here. Now, it doesn't mean that this is being implemented. And this is why you see in here there is a huge volume of brokers that they will tell you that the market is terrible. The market is amazing. It's their practice which is terrible, which is leading to no result.
Yeah, I don't understand when
So that's
people
why I
say
tell you,
that.
when you learn to buy real estate, nothing is stopping you. But if you just want to do the typical...
Yeah, so last quarter, we had a record-breaking volume and value in Dubai transactions, and there are 10,000 active agents in Dubai. So I'm sure there's been...
10,000 registered.
Active,
Yeah,
registered.
registered.
Yeah.
Yeah, because out of that, there is over
And I think
50,000.
Over 50,000.
Yeah.
That's... I hope they regulate that soon a little more.
It's a bit tough. And I tell you why we don't really emphasize on this point, because for the land department, they have created a beautiful system to do the transfers where no one can screw anyone. It's so digitized, it's so easy. In the trustee office, you receive SMS after 20 minutes, you click, you download, that's your title deed. It doesn't happen anywhere. Like in different countries, I do invest abroad. Some title deeds, you takes you 9 months, a year to take your title deed. And here, it's a 20 minutes. You receive that SMS, download your title. So that transfer
Everything
is
is
flawless. Flawless. Like the way they made this say, how you can make a POA. Like last time I was traveling, I needed to sell a property. So I give a POA to someone that works in my office. And it's just like there was friends of next to me and they were like, you're joking. You cannot make a POA.
so
No, just in a Zoom call where I just open it, I hold my passport. So he says, Anthony, you want to give POA to this person to sell this property and to collect the money under your name? Yes, okay, done. They hang up. 20 minutes, 30 minutes later, you receive an SMS, that's your POA.
That's why a lot of investors abroad don't even need to come here
Exactly.
to buy
No one
the
needs to be in here. But we tell them, come, because first, it's a beautiful place. You have to see it. Because let me tell you something. I just came back from the States.
Yeah,
Dubai is so advanced. I felt that stays.
I agree.
You know what I mean? Like there's some stuff that they still do it over there. I'm like, well,
Listen, I feel like Middle Easterns...
Mailman coming to you every 2-3 hours.
Yeah.
Just to send mails.
Males. Yeah.
Like
I feel like Middle Easterns like to live a more comfortable life because even when I moved from Iran to Canada, there were so many bankings that I could do with my phone that
Yeah.
in Canada you had to go to the bank.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so-
even in here, if you're just a regular person that have a personal account, not a business account, you can send up to $60,000 a day as a limit and receive the same. And it doesn't happen anywhere in the world.
That's 3,000 in Canada. And if you have a very, very high company account, you can have 10,000 transferred.
Okay, here you go. So I don't know what you can do with
I remember
3,000.
I had a surgery I had to pay for, and I was transferring 3,000 every day.
And on a payment plan. You know, so-
Exactly. So I moved from Canada to Dubai to do real estate, and now everyone that's following me, agents, they're asking me, how is it? Should we come? I heard they give you a salary here. I heard you come there and you just there's money flowing.
Yeah.
And I tell them, no, don't come. If you want to come here and become a real estate agent, don't, because we have enough of that. But what do you recommend if someone asks you, should I come here and
To
become?
be very honest, the market is huge. It's a huge pie, and everyone will get the bite. As someone tell me, is like, shall I come to Dubai to be a broker? I'm like, are you willing to transform? Are you willing to be lonely? Are you willing to smile and cry at the same time without knowing what you're feeling? Are you willing to watch educational videos on YouTube and not pranks? So I need to tell them the process that they need to do to transform into the person who will be recipient of blessings. Because that person that I know, with the mentality that he has, he will not last a week in Dubai.
It's not like if you are not a hardworking person in your country and come here, you're going to make money. If you're already working hard, then okay, come work hard here. You have
But
to
it's,
have the
again,
mentality.
working hard somewhere is something, and working hard in Dubai is something else. Dubai by itself is a school. And I'm saying this, let me tell you something, Tara, let's be very honest. We are in 2024, right?
Yes.
Does it feel like Dubai is in 2050 and everyone is 30 years behind?
Yeah,
Every country in the world?
almost.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, and by the way, before someone tried to educate me that Dubai is not a country, it's a city, I know. But we just always use it as an example.
Because
Yeah.
people don't know outside what's Emirates.
Correct, yeah.
They don't really know. They think Dubai is a country.
So yeah, there's still so much money to Dubai. Dubai didn't even hit the peak, you know, like following the plans they're doing, the D33 agenda, the 2040 vision, the everything coming to the country, we haven't really started. And I said this like 2 months ago. I said, it's the same way that if you want to come to a central London and if you don't have £1 million, do not inquire for a studio, it's going to be the case in here. Downtown Dubai is still selling 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 dirhams a square foot. It's too cheap. It shouldn't be even below 9,000, 10,000. People are not getting it. They were like, oh, Dubai, the prices are so high. No, they're not. And today, you are buying on a discount. I'll wait another 5 years and then say, oh, I wish
should
I
have bought it.
listened.
Yeah. Everything. What I've been hearing a lot here from investors, the first thing they say, you said it in the car, I should have bought. I should have
Yeah,
bought.
that property I didn't, but that was stupid. Sorry, that was very stupid from me.
But
it
not
was
to buy.
in front of me. I was doing 3-4 viewings a day. Like, pick one for yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only property I regret, to be very honest.
So you started from, I don't know, from nothing or from a little bit?
Not really, as I told you. I came with a bit of money for a
With a bit of
vacation,
money.
which I spent.
And now you told me how many companies you're running and how many different
Yeah.
fields.
Yeah.
Tell my audience too.
So basically, I am a partner in Provident Real Estate, out of which we have another 4 or 5 companies under us. And then I founded Prime Stay and the CEO of it in December 2018, activated it in 2019, and today we are the biggest firm in the country when it comes to holiday homes. We have over 900 units all the way from Murdif to Jabal Ali, and just Al Khair Road and whatever you want. We have that stock. We have residential and commercial housekeeping, prime cleaning. We have prime interiors, and lastly, we have prime furnishing. I do have myself in consultancy, where I help investors that they want to become developers by giving them studies about plots, payments, plan, you know the rest.
Everything.
And I have a real estate academy online course, 2 books, and the third one is on the way.
MashaAllah.
Still make
I think there's still something.
There's something, you know.
And okay.
But listen, I did all of this not because like I want to be that. No, but what happened to me during my career in Dubai, I always used services, and the services were so terrible, it reflected bad on me. So I'm like, okay, instead of me of sitting down and whining that the services are shit, why don't I create a company and do a better service?
Wow, yeah. Yeah.
It's so easy. It's perspective.
Because the city is new still. It's young.
Yeah.
So there's so much opportunities there to bring, because when I came here, so many things are different in Canada, but there might be some things that are better there, so I can bring it here. Because the city is still young.
Yeah. So what I did all of these companies, and this is why my life is chaos.
But you love it.
I love it, of course.
Yeah.
I wouldn't trade it for anything.
So Anthony has written 2 books. The third one's coming, and he was so kind to just gift me these 2 right away, and I just got very excited. I just want to read these. These are not just regular books. They're both top Amazon selling. But this one, Take Action, was the finalist in an International Book Award in 2024.
That was last week.
That was last week. I saw it on your Instagram. Speaking of Instagram, your Instagram is amazing. And it's not like you're just, a lot of people just post, but your Instagram is very engaging. Like your audience love you and they're always engaging with you. What's your secret sauce?
I'm just real. I speak about everything. If I have a great day, I say I have a great day. There is days that are shit, and I say,
you say it?
I'm having a terrible day. But you know what? Instead of me spending all of that day in the office and being super unproductive, I'm just gonna leave. Let me go to the beach or a gym or go speeding or do something. Let it all out. And then when I come to work, I will be 120% committed rather than me being in an office and I'm 10% committed. Yeah. And I say it to people, do not feel guilty. If today you woke up feeling like shit and you know there's no way you're gonna pass it, don't go to work. Call in sick. I'm not coming today. And make sure that day that you have it, let it all out by doing what you love, whatever that is.
But did you hear that? Go to the beach. You can't go to the beach in Canada.
Go to the lake.
Go to the freezing lake and have a walk in negative 20 degrees. I see that you swear on your Instagram.
So what? This is my way that I speak in my life, which I'm not going to change it to fake an image. And then when people meet me on the street and hear me swearing, they were like, oh.
Why are you acting on your Instagram?
I am this person.
Yeah.
If you like me, happy days. You don't like me, it doesn't matter. I'm still going to do whatever I'm going to do.
Yeah. No, I love that.
Yeah.
My life coach as well, he always swears because he believes that there's a lot of emotion.
Passion that goes from it. Yes, when you say the F word, you're saying it, you know. Like,
I just want to know that does it affect your engagement? Does Instagram care? Because TikTok cares.
I don't care. I know that I've been shadow banned from the beginning of this year because I was posting a lot about Azza.
Oh, okay.
And I was posting about it not because I have any side of all of what's happening. All what I was saying that what's happening right now is
awareness.
Wrong. Is wrong.
Yeah.
And it's not acceptable. And so from that time, my reach used to be 900,000 to 1.2 million per month.
Yeah.
And that kind of went all the way to 110,000.
Yeah, I know.
And then I spoke to a friend of mine and I'm like, what's going on, man? And he was like, yeah, you've been shadow banned and something.
How do you fix that?
You need to know people on Instagram and they do it. It's not that hard.
Yeah.
Listen, as long as you pay, everything is fixable. Except your health. You know? But the rest of that, everything is fixable.
It happened to me too. I just reposted someone else's post and I don't even know what was going on. And
It happens, But I mean, like for the audience, I'll tell you something. I always hear it. It's like when people meet me on roads or in developer or in the mall or whatever, and they come to me and say hi, and I'm always welcoming, hey, how's it going? What do you do? And they were like, oh, you're so humble. I'm like, yeah, why would I be humble? They were like, yeah, you did a lot. So what? I'm still a human, same like you. We are breathing the same.
Yeah.
I just have a better life. I have better transportation. I have a better house, I eat in better places, but I'm still exactly like you. And when we expire, we're gonna have the same way of sleeping underground. So I will never be on top of you. I will never look at anyone down. If I found a way to have a better life, this doesn't mean that I am descended from the skies or a god or something. You know, of course I'm humble. And anyone who's not humble, he doesn't deserve success. Because in order for you to be successful, it's not the money you have. This comes and goes. Your success is by the impact you left on people. Did I make you smile? Did I make him laugh? Did I give him a compliment even though there's nothing to compliment? You know what I mean? So this is what you make people feel. This is your success. This is your bank account. And that paper money is just bullshit.
See, you're definitely very humble. Very humble. Like you get into his Rolls Royce and he's like, hey, what's up? I'm like, hello.
I swear, I don't see any reason not to be humble. Like, even if I sell the whole city, like, why would I change?
But that's amazing. Like, people just want to spend time with you, and eventually they want, if they want to spend money, they want to spend their money with you. Which they're going to sell.
And if you spend time with me, you'll quit smoking, you'll start going to gym every day. My friend over there is the example. He quit smoking after 25 years maybe of 2 packs, is going to gym now, and kind of your mindset will change. Because whenever I see someone smoking, I used to be a heavy smoker. I quit after 21 years.
Wow.
So now when I see someone smoking, I start calculating how much time they are spending per day to go down from their office to be downstairs to smoke. So like, man, you lost 3 hours today.
And you don't have
and for
money.
What? You killed yourself. And for what? 3 hours smoking? Are you stupid? You know what you can do in 3 hours? How many calls? How many WhatsApps? How many email? How many meetings? So I start like playing with their brains until they reach a point that they will do it. And now my videographer stopped smoking. Business development manager stopped smoking. And this is what I'm trying to do. It's just like I'm telling people, I'm not here as a life coach. I'm not here as anything. I'm just telling you what worked for me. Try it. Take some snips from it. Maybe it will work, maybe not. But at least it's a proven formula. Right? Rather than going and having those gums and the hypnosis and all of this stuff that...
you can do whatever you put your mind into. You don't really need help.
100%.
You are the help. So, you know, a lot of successful people, they say success leaves clues. And usually people have the same lifestyle. Because they wake up early, they go to the gym, they're healthy, they meditate.
They have their time alone, they read books.
Meditation, I mean, I don't talk about myself on this podcast, but when I'm on other podcasts, I did talk about how meditation changed my life.
You're into it.
But nobody knows because it's
just want to ask you a question. So once you sit down and you close your eyes, don't you feel like it's time to think about the problem?
What problem?
Whatever is going to your life. So when people meditate, they just want to be relaxed. They just want to...
It used to be like that, but I started guided meditations, and I only meditate about the future. I do visualization meditation about my goals.
That's this kind of manifestation. No?
Manifestation, but I totally just visualize it. I saw this coming.
Okay, that's different. Because I tried,
meditation.
It didn't work at all. I closed my eyes after 2 minutes. I'm like, okay, I have to go. Okay, thanks, bro.
I hear a lot of people do that, but that's because there's a lot going on in your head.
I found another way to meditate. It's perfect.
How?
It's like taking a McLaren 250 kilometers an hour, 300 kilometers an hour. You just don't think about anything. Just you and the car and the track, and that's it. And it's the best way to sweat and just become fresh again. If that's work for you, okay, good luck, buddy. Good luck.
So we're both into meditation, just different ways. But so I can see that you have an amazing energy. Then you take the energy back. When you give, you get. I want to know when that happened. When did you start being, because you keep talking about being a good person, but nobody is born being good.
Listen, because I think in my childhood, it's not I was bad, but I was bad to myself, not to people. Like, I didn't sleep, I used to drink, I used to smoke, I used to do those parties. And so everything was really messed up in my life. And by the age of 29, this is where I started really feeling depression and saying, you're no good for nothing. you're useless. If you die today, who's gonna care? No one will even think about you. And then I'm like, you know what? All of my life, I blamed my parents that they didn't leave me wealth. I blamed my country that it has no opportunity. I blamed my friends because there wasn't someone that made it big and aspire. I blamed everyone. And I'm like, you know what? It's all on you. And by blaming others, I'm not going to swear now, you put me in. By blaming others, that's wrong. So change your life. Genuinely, you have feet, use it. And I'm like, okay, let me start traveling and seeing. And here there is nothing. Let me go see outside what I can find. Yeah. So when I came in here, and when I came to Dubai, Thursday, 11 p.m. on Sheikh Zayed Road, and I saw those buildings, and I'm like, man, I'm nothing. I'm not even a cockroach. Like, I'm so small. Look at this. Look at what people built. And I'm like, you know what? Everything you have done in your previous 30 years, it's gone. And I said it recently, I'm like, I killed him. I killed the previous Anthony, and Anthony was reborn after when I was 30 years old. But I'm like, this time, I will never let anyone teach me. Not my parents, not my teachers, not the priests, like no one. Let me learn life by myself. Right?
So you didn't have a role model?
Zero. I started reading books. I started, at that time alone where I was extremely lonely, I was spending it reading books on YouTube, following big guys. Back then, there was not many people. There was Les Brown. It was the rise of Grant Cardone, Gary Vee, Eddie Mallet.
Eddie Morph?
No. Whatever. Anyway, so I was following these guys, and back then, all of my friends that I got to meet in Dubai, they were on credit cards and personal loans. Mm-hmm. And they were traveling the planet, Thailand, Bali, all of this. Anthony, come join us. I'm like, guys, I cannot even eat, man. Where do you want me to go? Go enjoy. So my way of traveling was getting into those books. Mm-hmm. And believe it or not, I've never fancied books. It's not like I hated it, but I didn't try it before. So when I tried the books and see what's doing to my mind, how much is triggering, it's giving me this idea and that, and start writing it down, I reached that point where teach yourself. Until a day that came and I saw a video for Jim Carrey when he was saying that he was always being rejected. Mm-hmm. And 2 weeks or a month before being accepted into Hollywood for the Mask movie, so he was going up the hill and looking at Hollywood. And then he wrote to himself a check of $7-8 million from himself to himself. Okay. 2 weeks later, they called him and his check was $10 million. Wow. So I'm like, fuck, this sounds crazy, but what do I have to lose? I'm sitting here in a very tiny studio by myself. Let me do it. So I took a check and I wrote on it 5 million dirhams from me to me, and I dated it on the May 2020, which I would have turned 35. So I'm like, by the age of 35, I would have that 5 million. So I took the check and I put it on my closet on a purpose, because the first thing when you wake up in the morning, sometimes you're still into your dreams, sometimes you're in a bad mood, good mood. It's not like every day you wake up, yay, new day, let me go to work. But when you see that check, I know why I'm waking up. I know why I'm going to gym. I know why I'm showering, getting into suit, putting my smiley face, even though I'm broken and depressed, and going out every day. So you need that reminder for your subconscious why you need to go out of bed. Yeah. And I did that. And I did that check. And that check, I hit it in 2019 even. I'm like, oh, damn. I was thinking very small. Let me put 50 million. Another check. Zero. That's another check. Okay. So I changed the check and I put the 50 million. And this will be all of my life. The more I hit targets, I'm going to go higher. Mm-hmm. And I will always say, oh, you were thinking too small. I wasn't thinking too small. It was huge for me, for that person that I was. But today, since I developed I call myself very much educated, Mm-hmm. So this person now is getting easier. It's getting different because there is not one single topic you can speak to me about that at least I don't know 20% of.
So how much time do you spend a day educating yourself?
Every day, all day, every day.
All day, every day? What are you reading?
I just sometimes I hear a word that I don't know what's the meaning. I put it on Google and then Google gives me the meaning, and then I go see how it's used and what's the functionality of it and who's the person behind it, and I'm like, great, how can I utilize it for my benefit? So everything I see is like I need to understand where the idea came from, how it was assembled, and how I can take it and evolve it.
Yeah.
So I don't have something specific I read about. Mainly I read all business books, and now I'm into not promoting it, but I'm saying since the crypto has been really moving, from 2017, I jumped in the industry and I lost everything because I was a moron. I didn't know anything, just like the people. Let me put this 10,000, let me gamble, and it was all gone. Now I know it. Now I'm more into the fundamental, started to understanding how the ecosystem works, because honestly speaking, I built an ecosystem in my business without even knowing that it was an ecosystem. So this is what I'm getting into, seeing the technologies, what's coming, how to be ahead of the good AI applications, how life is moving, you have to be ahead.
Yeah.
Like now I do have virtual employees, I do have AI employees. Like genuinely I have
So
it.
you're using what is out
Absolutely.
there.
You have to be always on top.
Yeah.
Like if you just like snooze, you lose. You know that, especially in Dubai, especially in this competition. Everyone has money and
Yeah.
everyone is trying to kill each other.
It's very scary in Dubai because everywhere else in the world, everyone's home.
Yeah.
So they're just living their life.
Yeah.
But people that come here, they came to win. So you are competing with people that are, I'm not saying
I'm competing
motivated.
with people I don't even know they exist. But guess what? They're still losing.
I was just going to say, you said you don't have competition here.
No, in the way that I want to tell you that if you have the business sense of how to deal with a human being, you understand the human brain. You understand that when you're going out with a couple, it's not the husband who's buying, it's the wife who's buying, it's the husband who's paying. If you know how to focus on her, if you know that shine in her eye, like that's the property, doesn't matter what he will say no, he's gonna come back to you. She will pick his brains all night. And one day, I'm gonna tell you something. I did this huge deal. It happened back then in Blue Waters, in the sales center it was here. So I had a client that he came with his wife, and when I showed him the prices and the stuff, he was like, I cannot do it. But I looked at his wife and she gave me those puppy eyes. Like, don't worry, I got you. Came back to him. He's like, no, they left. He called me day after. He came and then he proposed the payment plan. It was rejected from the management. Day after, rejected. Day after, rejected. Even the management told me, Anthony, please stop bringing this person. This person is not a buyer. He will never buy. He's just coming to see how much he can maximize us. And I'm like, this guy is gonna buy or he's gonna get a divorce. And you're gonna see that. And that was the last 2 weeks of December. I still remember it because I had to fly December 27. We closed him on December 26. He came and he bought and he told me, from all of this property, I only have 20%. God will provide.
No.
But the wife wanted it. So this is a small example, but I'm saying once you absorb it and you see how it goes and you genuinely know your shit. For example, let's say I'm going to go show you a villa. And then the husband will tell me how much is the plot size. I don't know. Let me check for you. It should be 4,000 or 5,000 square feet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then if the guy tell me what's the service charges in the area, I really don't know. Let me check for you. You lost me, man. You're allowed not to know one answer.
Yeah.
But 2 or 3, you say, I don't know. Like, what are you coming here to open doors? It's okay, man. I can check the villa myself.
Yeah.
This is what I'm telling you. So you need this stuff. And unfortunately, so many people don't. Call a listing. Go to Property Finder and call a listing. First of all, the guy will not call you back. Nothing. Okay?
And
if they will do, you will call him. I'm calling you for this unit. Which one, sir? Buddy, this is the reference number. This is the price. This is what it says. Yeah. Listen, this is sold. I have a similar one, but the price is higher. Man, you lost me. Hang on.
Same but different. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So there is so many stuff that they do to lose people rather than saying, okay, this formula is not working. Let me learn how to do it. Let me follow the people who actually made it and see how they do it.
Exactly.
This is what I've done my first year. I was sitting in the office. Everyone was calling and I was looking at everyone. Who are they calling? What are they saying? I didn't have any idea. And I remember that, I swear by that, when I went to pick up my commission check, what was it, 2,000 dirhams? There was a broker. She made 250,000 dirhams. The check was on the table, and I'm like, what? People make this money in here. Okay, she must know something, I don't know it. So I always waited for her to come to the office, and I always pretended that I'm speaking on I didn't know anyone to speak to. I always pretended to speak, but I was always passing next to her to see what she says. And always the words were different, so I used to take that word and go to my friend and say, what does this mean? And then they will explain it to me. And then I'm like, you know what? I'm always surrounded by losers. How I'm going to make money? So I remember when I came to the company, I made friends with two guys because one joined like 2 days before me and one the previous week.
Yeah.
So we are the new group, we're the isolated people no one talked to. So we used to go downstairs and smoke. And I remember when someone used to come to these guys and say, oh, how is work? How is everything? These guys used to say, nah, man, it's bad. The leads are shit. I listened to this and it stuck to my mind. And even though I've never had a lead back then, when someone came to me and said, how's work? I'm like, bro, the leads are shit, man. They're killing me. I've never had a CRM even, not even a lead. So I said the same. But then I'm like, okay, if I'm going to stick to these guys, it's going to be always the same.
Yeah.
Let me chill with winners.
Change your environment.
And that was it.
That
was it.
That's very important.
And that time in my life, maybe a year after or two, I was always looking to millionaires as gods, something descendant, wow. And then when I started chilling with millionaires, I found out they're humans like us, they're nothing more. But their conversation is different. They don't talk about who cheated on who dated who. All of that bullshit is not there. They discuss ideas that can be turned into a successful business. Mm-hmm. And I started enjoying those conversations.
Yeah.
And after doing that, whenever I had this silly conversation, like, oh, it's a nice weather, I'm like, I don't give a fuck. It's a nice weather. It's raining, it's shiny, it's not. I'm going to go every day, do what I need to do. I don't care about the weather, man. So those conversations, like, I'm super out of it. And then that was for me the eye-opener.
Yeah.
Discuss ideas.
I actually read something.
Solutions. There's problems. Find solution. You have a business. Done.
Yeah. I read something that really, I realized I'm doing it without knowing. It was like below average people talk about other people. Average people talk about events. And over average people talk about ideas. So after that, I never sit with anyone talk about someone else unless we're talking about how someone else is successful and how we can follow them.
Focus on your grass.
Yeah,
that's it.
Exactly. So tell me, because people are always, especially in the other side of the world, hearing about real estate is amazing in Dubai. Mm-hmm. Give me an example of an amazing number that you made on an investment. Or more than one.
I started investing in 2018.
Okay.
In Dubai. So whenever I picked any commission, I'm like, buy something with it because I'm going to spend it. Buy a property.
So you didn't start buying Rolls Royces with your first paycheck?
No, hell no.
Exactly.
I got the Rolls Royce. I got it April 1st, 2020 during COVID. And I posted it and everyone thought it's a prank. It's April's Fools. It's not right, That's why I remember the date. No, I was always buying properties and everything I bought post-COVID exploded. It made over 350%, 400%. But there's a deal which I remember, I will never forget this deal. So my favorite community in Dubai is Tir Al Ghaf, which is done by Majid Al Futtaim, rest his soul. So I bought 2 villas over there. I bought a 4-bed and a 5-bed. So the 4-bed, it was for 3.3 million.
Yeah.
So the payment plan was, I don't know if it
you
was...
You bought it off plan?
Off plan. Okay. Plan. And I sold it off plan. It's not even ready. Okay. But I cannot remember if the payment plan was... it's 60 till completion, 2 years post-handover, 40%, which was cool. I'm like, great. So I picked a unit. I paid on it like total 1.3 million.
On both?
On just the 4-bed.
Okay.
And last summer I was flying, I was in the plane and I got a call from a guy and he was like, listen, I'll pay you 5.5 now.
After how many years?
1 year.
After 1 year.
Maybe I bought it in 21 and this 23. 2 years. But it was still off plan.
Yeah.
It wasn't handed over.
And you haven't even paid that much.
I just paid like $1 million, 1.1, 1.2, and I'm like, this guy is giving me almost 2 point something.
You made
profit.
2.5?
Yes, a bit less.
Million.
But I'm like, what? How can I say no to this? It's too good to be true. So I told him, buddy, listen, if you're serious, you sign the MOU right now. And he was like, done, and we made the deal. And I'm like, wow. But again, it's not like it's a fluke. But why did I invest into those? Because I made my proper studies to Dubai.
Yeah.
What's the migration? Where they are moving? What's the demand? What's coming? And I found a major shortage in decent villas.
Yeah.
There is villas. It's not a lot. There is still like shortage. But in decent villas, there is a huge shortage.
Yes.
And this is why I bought over there. And this is why that investment, I will never forget about it. But also I bought one time a 600 square feet in Sports City. And I bought it for like 230,000. Guy was about to go to jail or something. I'm like, okay, done, I'll take it. So he called me to sell it. I'm like, I'll take it myself. And now it's for 600, which is like a tripled up. And I made on it like almost 140, 150,000 on rent as well.
That's not...
So it's what I'm telling you. Like, so the numbers here are really ridiculous. Like, seriously, it's too good to be true.
Do you still think there's still opportunity to make money, or is it over? Because
if you want to buy today on the rates that they are selling off plan, which is inflated, I don't think there's a huge room to make money. Maybe on handover you will make 10-15%, which is standard.
But not all projects. Some projects.
The more it's towards the beach, the better.
Exactly.
Yeah. And even if you want to buy something on the beach, listen, I tell the investors, usually in a building, let's say of 400 units, you will have 70 or 75 units of one beds. Same for 2 beds, same for 3 beds. What makes it special? Nothing. But always you will look, there is, let's say, a layout of 2 bedroom that they come 1,500 square feet instead of 1,100. It's a corner unit, it shows this. And there is 4 of this in the building. Exactly. If you pick this, you dictate your own market. If you bought the 80, 85 units that everyone has, you have to follow them. What they price it, you have to follow. Yeah. But once you have a very unique product in the building, you price it and you will sell it the way you want. So before picking something, make sure you're getting an extra unit. If you want to pay on it extra 100,000 dirhams, fuck it. That 100 will make you 5.
That's exactly a video I made. I was like, buy the penthouse, buy the one that there's scarcity. Exactly what you said, because you have something special that you can put a number on it because there's no comparison.
100%.
Yeah. What do you think about Maritime City and this new Mina Rashid area?
It's the same area.
Yeah, but different developers.
Yeah. I think it's going to be the future for most of the gold and silk traders that they live in Deira and Karama. They've been there for 40 years. This is the perfect upgrade for them to be having the beachfront life. The buildings now, the way they're designing it and doing it, it's very nice. This project was launched in 2019, then it was stopped. I was super upset because I sold the building over there.
A whole building?
Yeah, and then they called me and they were like, we have to give you back the check because we're restructuring the full area.
Oh.
Yeah, so... it's nice. I love it. I go there. I play paddle. I do my rollers over there. There is Roll the XB. It's a very nice. So the area is becoming very lively and it's very affordable beach place. Whether it's for the amenities, for the restaurants, or even for the properties, it's still way cheaper from buying this side of Dubai.
So much cheaper. Yeah. That's what I think.
And I call that area, it's like the border between Old Dubai and New Dubai.
Yeah.
Port Rashid. Yeah.
Exactly. I think there's a lot of potential there.
There is, of course.
Because it's so cheap right now. I'm telling the Canadians.
And there's not much inventory, and there's no 4 beds over there. So any smart developer will come and bring proper stuff. He smash it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yesterday, Imar had the launch over there. People didn't even got the time to even book units. You know, it sold in like an hour.
It's 300 per square foot. You can't get that anywhere. Yeah, that's crazy. I had this question because you have a lot of companies that you're running. You're a CEO in different companies, but you're still selling yourself?
Of course. That's my passion. Do you think I want to be a psychologist listening to people telling me about their drama all day? My passion is selling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
This is the challenge.
I want to know. You asked me that in the car, but what is your favorite developer? I told you mine.
It's the same. It's
Same?
Omniyat. I
Omnia?
always say.
Yeah.
Like, I highly fancy Omniyat. I like Ellington as well because it's a product where I'm happy and proud selling.
Yeah.
I don't need to convince people who's this developer. I'm like, man, just see what they're getting. Okay, it's a bit more than the market, no problem. But see why. Understand why.
Yeah, and one more thing I want to pick your brain on, because I have a lot of clients overseas, and they don't have enough money. They have a little bit of money, but they heard Dubai is good, so they want to invest in Dubai. So they go and buy something in a not very developed, very far away from the water, with a very flexible payment plan, not the best developer, but they say that's what they can afford. So they get that.
No, they can afford much more. They can afford much more. We do finance international investors. I can get up to 65% to international investor.
For
All what I
off-plan.
want from them, no, from ready
Yeah.
properties.
Yeah. you can-
Off-plan, you can follow the payments plan. But
Yeah.
I'm telling you, if there's a ready property that you like, I can get you international investment. I just need few documents. I will do everything for free until you get approved, and then you have to pay to get your mortgage. But first, I can get you the pre-approval. I can get you everything for free. Just send me your 6 months back statement.
Yeah.
I'll get the rest.
Yeah, no, that for sure. But when it comes to off plan, they say, okay, this year I only want to spend $150,000.
Yeah.
So you can only buy some studio for $600,000.
Honestly speaking, I'll get a personal loan and buy something decent and not park my... Because listen, entering the property, anyone can enter, but exiting is the real deal.
Yeah.
So if you see a studio now in whatever, it's for 200,000 dirhams. Oh, wow, it's so cheap. Let me get it. Great, buddy. Get out of it.
Because-
You know what I will get? 140 to get out of it.
'Cause-
So that money you make in leasing, you still minus.
Yeah, because if I'm your agent, I am the one who's supposed to sell it for you. And
Yeah.
I'm not comfortable doing
Yeah.
that. I can't lie to you.
Yeah. So I'm going to give you a very simple example. Let's say you're buying shampoo online and you have no idea on any brand. How do you buy a shampoo?
Reviews?
You pick the most expensive.
Oh,
It's expensive for a reason.
Yeah.
It has a quality. It's the same in here. I'm not telling the audience go jump into 50, 60 million. But when it comes to location, when it comes to apartments, make sure that there's a selling point next to it. Does it have a school? Is there a decent community? What's happening? If someone is giving you the most flexible payment plan, it means he cannot sell it. He's leveraging on the money. He inflated the property by 15, 20%, and he just added it on the property, making you feel that it's cheap, it's easy payment, but it's not. It's a hook. It's a trap that you will never get out of it. And guess what? You're going to tell all of your friends that the investment is shit in the city.
Yeah.
While your broker was shit. He just wanted your cash.
They just want to sell. Brokers, because I told you I went to college for 2 years and we are just studying our fiduciary duties. We are not allowed to speak about real estate until we have a license. And if we lie, they can come back to me.
Yeah.
They can sue me. But here, people say anything.
Yeah,
Not
and
people,
here you
but
can overpromise. You can tell people put a down payment of 100,000 dirhams, and I will sell it to you. You can make $80,000 in 3 months.
because, brokers get their commission in, let's say, maximum 3 months. And even if a deal falls through, you keep your money.
Doesn't matter as long as he has paid his 20%, the 4% registration, and signed the SPA. The deal is eligible,
don't
whether
care.
they get it
Yeah.
or not.
So in Canada, they pay you 1% per year as the client is paying their payment plan.
Yeah.
You get your commission. So
Listen, I'm not telling you that there is not lots of mistakes. There is lots of mistakes. But what I'm telling you that the land department has focused in a way that just let's perfect the selling and the buying system.
Yeah.
And those little stuff, we're going to put our effort. For example, the land department sent an email out in 2022 that cold calling is not allowed and people will be fined 50,000 dirhams. Right?
yeah,
Okay. When this happened and people started sending the complaints to the land department or whoever that person was, he was like, I called that broker and he said that you inquired in his company. So my client, he was like, okay, listen, man, I've been dealing with one broker for the past 6-7 years. Can you get me that inquiry that I made? which was nothing. So the land department was put in a place where, okay, is this someone reporting this person just because they want to hurt them, or they did actually cold call?
Oh.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
they were like, and then the person from the land department told my client that this person, when they sent you the text,
Yeah.
they were facing this issue by identifying who's really a cold caller and who's calling because it was submitted as an inquiry. And then also I got to know that when people were reporting them by sending this random text messages, is like, hey there, or hi sir, ma'am, regarding your property, blah, blah, blah. And below, as a signature, they will put Dubai real estate.
Mm-hmm.
And the guys were like, okay, but we cannot identify which company these guys are working for. How can we find them?
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
And now they just tripled up the fine by saying it's going to 150,000 dirhams, which now whoever will call and will be caught is going to be having a very bad procedure, because most of these brokers don't even have 50,000 dirhams. And I'm sure that those brokers, they work for companies where they don't even have either a RERA or a visa.
Yeah.
So, but now I know for a fact that they're going heavy on them, and hopefully they catch all of them, and not to find them, but just to stay away from the market, because they're destroying everything.
But if they have inquired and you have an email in your CRM, then you can
That's
call.
different, of
Yeah.
course, because this person has clicked on an ad, and it's very easy to show it, because when you do this social media ads, whether it's Facebook or Instagram, there is the ad manager where you click on each campaign and you just download it in an Excel sheet, all of the leads that you got. It will show exactly what time this person inquired.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm telling you, like, if someone says, okay, show me the inquiry,
Sure.
there is no way to say, no, it didn't inquire.
Yeah.
It will be there.
Okay, that's good. That's
Yeah. It's coming. That's what I'm telling you. So they fixed the most important stuff, which is getting the sales and the resale, and the system is perfect now. The rental dispute center is also getting really good. It used to be before a bit sloppy. Now they're getting really good. So I think the last mission that they need to do is just like
you
target
think-
these guys.
I think it's good that they're banned cold calling, because cold calling works.
It works in a different country where a person gets maximum one call a day, which will be for 1 minute. Can I have the second phone? Okay. Please. I want to show you what's the difference between calling someone a call. No, we're rolling. Don't stop. We're rolling. I want to show this on TV. Yes. Tara, I'm going to give you my phone.
Okay.
And I want to show you how many numbers are blocked, and I still receive between 40 to 50 calls. Okay.
A day.
Yes. Okay. This is the missed calls today. Now, why they're missed? Because I have put in this. There's a place that you say silence all of the unsaved call. So this is what you see it.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So I want to show you how many numbers I have blocked, so you understand.
Yeah.
That this is affecting people terribly. You know what I mean? It's
People are very used to it now. I tried to call another agent about her listing, and I'm like, hi, this is Tara from...
Tara, start scrolling and see it's not gonna move.
Oh.
Those are brokers. This was until I stopped
I
even
don't know if
blocking.
you can see, but...
Yes.
Oh my God. I called this agent about her listing, and I'm like, hey, this is Tara from... She hangs up. I call her and I'm like, did you just hang up on me? She's like, I'm not buying anything. I'm like, I'm not selling you anything. I want to buy your listing.
Yeah.
Like, they're
So
just used
this
to
is
it.
getting nuts, and it's gonna be fixed very soon, because it cannot remain like that. I
Yeah,
always tell
that's good,
people,
that's good.
imagine if you buy a house and then 50 people calling you every day, do you want to sell it? I'm like, man, fuck off. It's my house. Leave it. It's for me. This is all of my savings. Just leave me alone. No
Yeah.
one calls me.
Yeah.
That's how they feel.
Yeah. And one thing that you can't call people unknown in Dubai, because in Canada, you just dial...
You can. They're using so many applications. There's
are.
an application called Call G. There's another application that can get you a number from Turkey, Brazil, the state.
That, yeah,
Listen,
of course.
don't worry about that. They always have stuff to do. Don't worry about that. Yeah.
Okay, one more thing. When I talk to locals that have lived here for 20 years, they've seen real estate go up and down, and they are usually very pessimistic. They're like, they don't even know anything about real estate, just regular people.
They got damaged badly before. And
they say, I think the real estate, I think it's going to crash. They all say, I think it's going to crash.
Listen, everyone says it's going to crash because logically it should have crashed.
Yeah.
Okay, so it started in November 2020 where it was the rise.
Mm-hmm.
People coming, there was crazy payment plans, buying left and right, till mid-2021 that when it kind of slowed down a bit, Russian war, Ukrainians, Russians, the rich people came all in here and then boosted the market. And then the market slowed down from the Russians in 2023 and everyone's saying, it's going to crash. But no, we have different blood in the city. Now we have the Turks. Chinese are back number 1. Okay, we've seen Americans number 7. Since when? Since when America will hit number 7 top sellers and top buyers? Yeah, so I'm like, oh wow, there is different blood coming.
Iran is there too.
Iran has always been there. Like the competition between Iran, India, and Pakistan and the Brits, to be honest, they've been like 1, 2, 3, 4. So
I searched 25% of Dubai, the population is Persian.
Yeah. It's just next door. There's a river between us. Like you can even swim if you want there. Yeah, it's so close.
Right.
Of course, yeah. So they've been buying a lot and they are a huge source of wealth in the city.
So it's not going to crash.
It crashes based on stuff, on figures. So today, if you have huge inventories in the market that no one is taking, the real estate has to be dropping the prices until it goes like that. But today, the demand is almost 5 times as the stock and the market. Now, what I made my figures that everything has been launched between, let's say, 21, 22, and 23, it's almost 85 to 90,000 units. It depends if they will deliver it all. But this delivery is happening in 2026, Q1, Q2, regardless. When the market will get hit by 90,000 units, if the market will absorb it, it's still going up, means there is 90,000 people, they want homes, right? But if the market doesn't absorb it, then the landlords have to put competitive rates when it comes to lease and to rental in order for them to do a quick sale.
Yeah.
That's it. But from now until 2026, I'm not worried about Dubai at all. Even in 2026, I will not be worried about the market. I will not be worried, but I will know that we're going to go into that stagnant period, which will be for like 4 or 5 months until another event happens or another war starts somewhere and people come. You know what I mean? Because Dubai is blessed by world's catastrophe.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Every problem that happens in the world, it will end up to be in our favorite.
Yeah.
And this is why this city is too tough, because it made to itself a name that, yes, we are the most secure. Liquidity, we're balling. We just came after Switzerland as the second most stable economy on the planet.
Yeah.
What does this mean? And you can live in here and there is no income tax. Your salary is yours. Happy days, come on.
So what I am saying that my international investor wants to buy off plan and it's going to be handed over in 2027, let's say, and there are thousands of other units being handed over. Let's say in only that one complex, there's 1,000 units. So if he wants to flip, he's in trouble.
If he wants to flip, he needs to have this unique unit. If he has a unit like same as everyone else, he will be flipped.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So when they come to me with only $500,000 and they can only get a payment plan that's only 1% a month, and it's not anything special.
This is cash cows. If you want to get yourself a cash cow that will always make you 7-8%, buy whatever you want.
Not for flipping.
But if you're flipping, no, flipping is beach. It's communities. It's this 7-bedroom villa that has this kick-ass. It's something special.
Exactly.
It's not your typical property that you see everywhere.
Yeah. Even as you said, if it's a 2-bedroom in a big building, it's the one that has
special
the biggest
layout,
square footage. Yeah,
or something. Yeah.
Okay. This is amazing. Thank you so much.
That's it. Only 2 hours podcast?
Only 2 hours. I could sit here forever.
Yeah, me too. No, thanks a lot.
I'm very excited to read your books. And it's honestly a pleasure to have you here because I know you have a lot of nuggets and people just want to know what's going on and you have all the answers. Oh, So I try not to call you too much, but if
whenever you want, with
thank
pleasure.
you so much.
Anything that you need.
And I know your time is very valuable, so I appreciate it.
We're going to watch the football game now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Good luck. I don't even know. Soccer, you mean?
Soccer, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, soccer, yeah.
Just to finish it off, for someone that wants to come to Dubai to become rich, what do you tell them?
It's not gonna happen. Because they're gonna come and they're gonna see which is the quickest way to come rich. And usually when people come to do this, they will fall under all of the scams happening. So you're gonna be a victim.
Okay.
But if you're coming to transform as a person, that your parents, your friends, is gonna tell everyone how proud they are to have you in their life, it is the perfect place.
Okay.
Because as much as you see crazy parties in Dubai, there's crazy spiritual places in Dubai. It doesn't matter to any religion, it's there. It's the same way that you see this, let's say, outdoor activities. There is also communities that they do help people by giving money, clothes, or what. So this city can fit any requirement.
Yeah.
But just, it's not gonna happen that you will come to Dubai, yeah, these guys, they plant money on.
No, get rich
you
quick.
You will suffer, you will cry, you will wish that you stayed home.
Okay. Awesome. That makes absolute sense.
Yeah.
Okay. I know I'm going to get rich.
You will get rich. And okay, let me tell you something. What you're doing in 4 months, I started my podcast in 2019. This is after, 5 years of me starting. So all of the package that you're doing, you're going to be there, of course. And then a lot of people will look at you and they will like, okay, so Tara came here without no money, without no handouts, without anything. And look at her, she made it. What's stopping you? And they will start coming to you. And then you will start feeling that, yes, by me giving, I'm getting way more pleasure than getting. And I'm not talking about money. It can be emotion, it can be an advice, it can be listening to someone, it can be anything. But giving, this is what makes us as a human grow.
By the way, I have to correct myself because words have energy. I'm already rich, but I'll be a millionaire by 2028.
Millionaire is the new poor. You have to be a multi-millionaire now.
Just by 2028.
Okay.
Good? And
that's
then
good.
we'll take it
That's
from there.
good.
4 years millionaire, come on. This is okay for me.
Yeah.
But maybe I'll set my goal higher. That's it. Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot for having me.
And
thank you for watching this episode. See you on the next. Oh, sorry, it's your show. I thought it's my show.
Just finish it off for me. How do you finish
Thank
off
you
your
for watching this episode and see you on the next one.
like and
That's it.
comment.
Yeah.